am taking it easy today. It's a rainy day. I don't have anything to do really. I'm by myself. My wife's home with the two boys. And I'm just watching people come and go, get groceries and things like that. I'm sitting in a shopping center, or rather, not really a shopping center. It's a grocery store parking lot. Used to be a Kmart over there, but it's defunct. It's gone. That's all I'm doing today. I'm not really doing a whole lot. Oh, I heard that, and you've probably heard it too, but they rescinded that law, whatever it is, that you could not film in the national parks without a permit. You know, even like a small YouTuber like me, say, wanted to go out there and film something, I would have to get a permit, and you'd have to apply like $200, $250 for a permit, and then they may turn you down and you lose that $200, $250. So, and that's filming for profit. Even though I'm not monetized, I wouldn't want to film out there. Now I can. I mean, I live right next to a national forest. So, I mean, there's picnic areas, there's parks, there's pull-offs, there's camping places, there's trails. You know, people hike, they bike, they rock climb, they swim, there's waterfalls. And now I can do that. I can go out there and film without a permit. So, and that's good. You know, we pay taxes. That's our land. I mean, sure, I can see if it's a big movie production, they don't want a lot of big equipment out there destroying, you know, nature, whatever habitats are out there. I mean, I understand that. But somebody with a cell phone that wants to make a YouTube video has to go through all those hoops. That's insane. Like I say, I pay my taxes. It's my land. So, anyway, I was very glad to hear that. That's definitely a positive. I'm like way off in the corner, and I have a good vantage point here to just kind of scope everything out. And I just got a hot meal in there. I had fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, macaroni and cheese, and a roll. I didn't have anything to drink. I forgot a drink. I could get back and fix me some coffee back there, but I don't have any powdered creamer. And I know it's bad for me. I know that. But I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't really have milk unless it's the kind with the acidophilus in it or whatever. And I don't have any of that laying around in the car, so. And I don't have any powdered creamer. So I'd have to drink it black, which for about 2 or 3 years, that's what I did. I drank my coffee black. I used to drink it with cream, sugar, and then, you know, the coffee. And I would just have to eat yogurt or something like that before, you know, I used the cream. But then I started talking to somebody online, one of my students, and we became good friends. And he urged me to give up the creamer, the coffee creamer, powdered creamer, because it was so bad for you, you know, for your heart and things like that. So for like probably 3 or 4 years even, I drank my coffee black, no sugar, no powdered creamer, no dairy, nothing. I got used to it. Now for some reason, I can still drink it like that, but I prefer it with the powdered creamer. And I know that's bad. I know I need to give it up. Actually, I was thinking, like at the end of last year, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I mean, if I have something I want to change, just change it. I would like to exercise. I would like to lose some weight. I would like to exercise. My stomach has gotten very weak. And your stomach muscles are so important for so many different things. For lifting, for even walking and keeping your balance. Your stomach's very important. And I feel ashamed that I've allowed that to happen, even at my age, when maybe a lot of people start neglecting their bodies. You know, I have 2 kids. I had kids late in life. So I should do everything I can to stay on top of everything healthy, physically fit. And I feel bad that I haven't done that. I need to really start a routine. So I'm thinking about maybe getting up in the morning and do a few push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, stretching. I don't know, maybe some very light weightlifting. I have a couple of dumbbells that has, 30 pounds, 25 pounds each, very light. When I was working out, when I was in college and I played baseball, I was curling 65 pounds with each arm. That's what I did my reps with. I was pretty strong for my size. I mean, I'm 6 foot now. I'm 6 foot and I weigh 225. In college, I was 6 foot and weighed about 190 to 195. And back then, I was all muscle. I had like really defined muscles and everything, because when I was up in Flint, Michigan, there was this trainer. I would go to the weight room, and there was this trainer, and he took an interest in me. And he personally, when I showed up there, he would personally get me working out, showing me what to do. And I would, do that thing where you're up on the wall with some bars and you're lifting your legs up and your stomach is just burning and you want to die. And he would just, more, one more. And it ended up being, 20 more or whatever. And oh man, but I got ripped, man, when I was in college. Got really good shape. Man, I've let myself go, because now, if somebody chased me, I'd probably fall like 15, 20 feet down the road if I tried to run. That's another thing. I need to maybe start walking, and then go from that, maybe some brisk walking, really briskly. And then from that, maybe some walking, and then jogging, and then walking, and then jogging, and, alternative like that, in the same session. Because I hear that's really good for you. Like if you, I don't know how, I'd have to do the research, but for instance, walk 30 seconds and run 30 seconds, jog, walk, jog, walk, jog, walk, jog. I can see where that would build you up fast, I would think. But that's what I need to do. It's very inconvenient, though, where I live, to walk or jog, because I live on a dirt road. There's potholes, there's rocks here and there. You can easily twist your ankle, and that's something I definitely don't need. I don't need to twist my ankle or sprain my ankle or break it, fracture it. Last year I had a weird year last year. I went out and played basketball with my two boys, and I was running toward the ball, and my feet just got all tangled up, and I fell just straight down and hit the pavement with my head. And it's like a light exploded in my head. I was out for like, a few seconds, they said. And then I was disoriented for a bit. Like, I told my oldest son, I was like, go get the phone out of the car. I need to call mommy. Because I thought that, maybe I need to go to the hospital. He went and got the phone out of the car, and he came back with the phone. And I said, no, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't want the phone. He said, but are you going to call mommy? I said, no, I'm not going to call her. Well, what would I call her? I was just totally all over the place. So that incident happened. And it wasn't much later that it had rained some. Our back deck had like mold on it, mildew or whatever. And I slipped. And I fell and went down the steps a ways. And I hurt my neck. Hurt my back. It just hurt all over. And then, and before that, though, in between those two things, I was kneeling down for many, many years, like if I kneel down like a catcher, say, or on the ground and I stand up really fast, I get a little swimmy headed and everything. And my blood pressure's fine. It's like 124 over whatever. It's very, very good. But I never passed out. On this day, I passed out. I was in the kitchen, the dining room. I stood up really quickly. Next thing I knew, I was waking up on the floor. And thank the Lord, because when you fall like that, that's how a lot of people end up dying or being in the hospital for a long time, because you hit your head, you bust your nose, all kind of things. I fell on a dining room chair, and it went under my rib and hurt my rib really bad. I don't know. I could have had cracked ribs because, anyway, I had a problem. And then I fell down onto another table, but I had a baseball cap on, and that kind of cushioned my head. And I hit the end of the table, and it flipped it over, and there was a big potted plant, and it was on top of me, and I was inside the table, kind of. And I heard my wife like, "Oh my gosh, are you all right?" That's what I woke up to. And I was just like, she said I was making some kind of a weird noise, as if maybe I was having a seizure or something. But anyway, I had that. That's all happened last year. So thankfully, I've been to the doctor and I've been checked up, and everything's, fine, except for things I mentioned a while back in a video, with my kidneys a little bit and pre-diabetic and things like that. But I had a weird year last year. So I think I owe it to myself to exercise and get in better shape. So, anyway, it's so weird that I still feel like if I would lose some weight, mentally and even walking around, I feel like I'm in my 30s still. I don't feel old at all, period. I still feel very young. I still like to do the things that I did when I was young. So anyway, all of that to say that I really need to get on some kind of exercise regimen or something and be faithful with it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like to make any promises that I can't keep, but I really need to do that. Yeah, it's just like this kind of a mist spray. Yeah, you guys want to see? Let me show you what it's doing. I'll get you down. See, look at this. It's kind of a dreary day. That's pretty much it. I'm just sitting here in my van, just watching it all happen. My van's kind of messy. Not trashy messy, but I still have all my paintings in the back, a lot of paintings in the back. My boys have some supplies back there, drawing things. And I got my coffee supplies back there. I have my big case that has all the propane in it and the burner and little jars of coffee and things like that. So I told you before in a prior video I'd like to do a build out on this thing, but that was vetoed 3-1. All three of them just want it left like it is, and I'd build this sucker out. I'd make a permanent place back there, like a stove and everything, and put drawers back there that I can keep things in, so when we go camping it would be more comfortable. But man, I'll have to get a second one, I guess, because I'm the only one that feels that way. They just want to leave it stock. I don't know, maybe I could go down to the corner store down there where, you know, I go sometimes and get coffee, and I've sat there before and made 2 or 3 videos. I was there yesterday, actually. But they didn't have any coffee. They usually have powdered creamer there, but they didn't. Oh, wait a second. I can get a cup of coffee right here. I forgot. This is my favorite spot. You know, I sit here a lot and do videos. Why didn't I think of that? They always have powdered creamer. Heck yeah. That's what I'll do. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Heck, I'm going to go over there right now. Hate leaving my spot. This is a nice spot. You could see, you know, when I showed you, I mean, it's like the very corner of the parking lot. But I'm going to go over there and get a cup of coffee. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Heck yeah. Bro. I know there's coffee over there waiting on me. Gotta wait this guy. He looks very serious. Carrying his bags. I think he's the guy that got out of his car next to me. I'll just wait. Now he's stopping and doing something. Okay. That's it. To the coffee I go. Oh yeah. I think I'll turn in here, go around this way. I'm excited that I thought of this. I mean, I come here all the time. It's like a I don't know what that is, like a septic tank cleaning truck thing or something. I hate to run into that. That could get messy. Now let me show you where I'm at. I've done this before here, so if you've watched any of my other videos, you may have seen this video, but I'm right here where the defunct Burger King is, where they're going to put a fusion noodle shop or something. Bank. And I was sitting way over there. Yeah. So, anyway. Oh, yeah. You're good. Yes, my van says, yes, yes, you've left the lights on. It's very vocal and lets me know. I like that feature because it's almost impossible to leave the lights on. If I have enough change, I doubt I do. I'd like to just I have to use my debit card for like a cup of coffee. I don't think I have, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1, $1.40, 60, 82. I got over $2. That's enough for coffee, I think. Okay, I'll be back. Man, I got a big cookie. Well, this is my coffee mug. Here's my coffee. Some coffee. And I keep forgetting this iris. I remember Reggie Jackson. I watched one of his interviews a long time ago. It's been decades probably. But anyway, he said, I guess it was a saying they said where he was from, that you're happy as a lark in Meadow Park. I don't know anything about Meadow Park. I couldn't even draw a lark. I don't even know what that is really. But anyway, he said that was a saying they used to say when they were a kid. I'm as happy as a lark in Meadow Park. Well, I'm as happy as a lark in Meadow Park, apparently. Reggie Jackson. I love Reggie Jackson. He was one of my favorite ball players. But I remember seeing him at spring training one time. And after the game, he came out of the clubhouse. And this was back in the day, so you could just stand around and the ball players would leave out this one door. And you could catch them, and most of them would give you autographs. He came out, wouldn't sign any autographs, and he went to this gate. I think it was part of the bullpen, maybe. Anyway, somebody let him in, and he went and sat maybe 5-10 feet on the other side of the fence, and all the kids were like standing there. Hey, can we have your autograph? And he was just sitting there, like ignoring us, and he'd look over sometimes, and finally he was like, "Man, I'm not going to sign any autographs. People are like animals. They'll hurt you. I'm not signing any autographs. Bunch of animals." And that's what he said. I remember him saying that. It's to an extent, I guess it's true in a lot of ways to some people in some instances, but we're just a bunch of kids, so I don't have his autograph. I got a lot of good ones, but not Reggie Jackson. I got Pete Rose. I got Al Kaline. I don't know who else. I have 100 autographs probably. I was just trying to think of some of the bigger names. I have, Dusty Baker, Felix Millan, Marty Perez, Ron Reed, Norm Cash, Mickey Lolich. I have a lot of the Tigers. The Reds, I have Carlton Fisk. I have a lot of autographs. I am so happy. And after just talking about working out, maybe I go back and before I post this, I'll delete that part about working out. That way you won't have to see me go from whatever you want to call that, kind of a flip-flop, wishy-washy. Yeah, he's going to work out, but now he's going to go and get a cookie and coffee. That's a struggle for me. I admit it. Sweets are a struggle. It's a struggle. I don't drink alcohol at all, period. For maybe 1 year I did when I was in college, year and a half. And that's it, my entire life. I don't drink alcohol. Don't do drugs. I don't see the point. I can get high on life, without drugs. Sugar, that's my vice, man. That really is. That's my vice. It's hard for me to give up sugar. I can't believe when I encounter someone and they're like, I don't really like sugar. I like salty things. Well, I like salty things too, but I also like sugar. I like both. But sugar's my spot because when you go out for coffee, what goes with coffee? Cookies, brownies, sweet rolls. Beef jerky? No, no. Cookies, something like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do because that's my struggle. That's a struggle that I have because I know it's not good for me, but I can't seem to give it up. I don't know. Moderation, I tried that. Actually, I gave up sugar for about 6 months. I did. I literally did. It took a lot of willpower. A lot. But I did. But then I allowed myself to have a piece of birthday cake or something like that. Or some other special occasion. And then the occasions got more frequent. Like, well, it's the weekend. That type of thing. Now I'm full-fledged overdosing on brownies and cookies again. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy my coffee and cooking. I know you guys don't want to see me eat or drink my food and everything, so I'm going to go. Enjoy just sitting here. If you like doing this, let me know. Drop me a line in the comments. Do you like to do this kind of thing? Just going and sitting, watching traffic, watching people, watch it rain, having a little cup of coffee or whatever, by yourself even. I do. I love it. It's just one of my things that I like to do. Anyway, God bless you guys. Pray every night to the Lord. Tell him what's on your mind. Through the day, when you have to make a big decision, ask the Lord. He's with you all the time. He's just waiting for you to open up and talk with him. You can do it all day long, just like he's your friend. Lord, what should I do? What should I do? Where should I go? How should I handle this situation? I'm sorry that I thought those bad thoughts, or I'm sorry that I did this or did that or whatever. Ask for his forgiveness if you feel like you've sinned or whatever. Anyway, God is good and he will forgive you. He's always there. God loves you. And I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.